Hi everyone, welcome to Lucy's Larking Adventures. We're out on another adventure today. We've just stopped off on the way to our location at this little brook because we've always kind of thought, oh, we must have a look and see if there's anything sort of worth doing an adventure here. And actually it looks, although it's really shallow, it looks like there's hardly anything here at all. But just as we were about to leave and carry on, I spotted a bottle buried in the mud just to the side of the water. And as I've pulled it out, here it is. It's actually a really nice one. It's an old one, and as we've cleaned it off, I think it's a CE Beavis. It is, yeah, look, CE Beavis, which is Bristol. And that lovely windmill sort of pattern on the front. So, but I can't see anything else at all, even worth sort of picking up. So we're going to kind of explore a little bit further, just to see if there is anything worth finding. It gets a bit narrow there, but it does even out a little bit more. So we'll carry on just on the off chance. This could just be a genuine, this bottle's been here for years, where it was disposed of. You never know, do you? But yeah, worth finding out. It's an absolutely glorious day in Somerset today. I'm sure you can hear the birds. The sun is pretty strong behind those trees, so it's really lovely. Great day for an adventure. So we're either going to stay here or we'll move on, but either way I'll bring you back shortly and let you know. See you soon. Hi everyone, so after the initial video where I showed you that we found that CE Beavis bottle, there was absolutely nothing else to be found in that area, which is really unusual. It's really unusual to find one thing and nothing else. But anyway, we've come onto the location where we were heading for today anyway, and you can see here we're just under a bridge at the moment, but we're at this lovely village in Somerset. Nice clear water and already some signs of things to be found. Look, a nice old jar, which is always nice. A few bits of rubbish as well, but we'll do what we can to clean up some of the junk as we go. So we're going to head off down this way, have a look round, see what we can find, and we're hoping to find lots of exciting treasures to show you. So we'll bring you back soon and let you know what there is. Okay, so I'm still under the bridge and I've just spotted this, which is always an exciting thing. It's just the edge of a bottle peeping out, look. So I'm going to go in and see what it is. Oh look, it's pretty sweet actually. I think we found a few of these before, haven't we? They're little miniatures. I don't think there's any name on it, but they'll look great cleaned up, so that's really good. There's another bottle here, look, it's broken, which is a shame, look, it's been necked, but it's an old Coca-Cola bottle. And it's always a pleasure to find those, so there we go. Let's see what this is as well. Is it rock? It is, just a big rock. Okay. So it's good signs that there's going to be some stuff here. We're going to head out into the sunny bit in a minute. Look out there. Absolutely stunning here. Beautiful day. And hopefully lots of treasures. Hi guys, so we've just travelled up a little bit, in fact quite away from where we left you under the other bridge. And we've just come across this really eerie tunnel, look, which is like half the height of me, and it's really long. Can you see along to the end? So we're not going to follow it along, but I just wonder why it's there. The water also goes around the other way as well, so we're going to head that way and see if there's any treasures. So I have found a couple of things on my travels so far. Some bits of pottery, a nice bit of Devon, look. This has got a pattern underneath, and I'm always intrigued to clean them up and see what they come up like. And a nice bit of green that actually might be a modern. And also this, which I thought looked like the shape of Mickey Mouse or Minnie Mouse, but I don't know if I've just, you know, made that up. I have no idea what it is. But it obviously used to belong to something, didn't it? So we're going to head back along this little lane bit, larking as we go, and hoping to find more stuff. So we've actually now just come up this way and we're just heading back because it sort of comes to a bit of a dead end. There is a little beachy bit over here. I think Ryan's found something on it. So let's see what he's got. There's another Coke bottle, which is the third one so far. I wonder how old they are, let me know. Some of you guys out there will know. There's this blob top, but unfortunately it's just the top left now, which is a shame. Would have loved to have seen the rest of that. And this is an interesting little thing, isn't it? It looks like something electrical, wouldn't you say? I think it says 8250. Oh yeah, look. I wonder if you know what it is. Bit of an old relic. So there is stuff here which is cool. I'm just going to have another scrabble around these rocks. See what I can see. There's lots of broken... Oh, look at this. Please be complete. Oh, it is. Would you look at that? That's lovely. Absolutely love to find these. Can't wait to clean that up. Just nestled behind the rock, so we're going to have to look closely here. Ryan just found this, which is broken, which is always a shame, but it's actually a milk glass, that sort of white lovely glass that I love to find the Pond's cosmetic jars made of the same, and it has got some writing on the bottom, look. It either says Odol or it says Lopo. I'm going with this one. I wonder what it was. I'll have to see if I can find out. So I also must apologise for there's my little ink roller. Let me show you again. I must apologise if the video is a bit disjointed. I am having camera problems today, and it keeps resetting itself in the middle of filming videos, so it might look like I've just, you know, stopped in the middle of a sentence and started somewhere else. So I do apologise. I'll try and do as good a job of editing it as I can, and hopefully I've just reset it, so hopefully it'll be all right for now. Okay, on we go. On to the next thing. Okay, so we've got a little catch-up section from Ryan. If you've seen my videos before, you'll know that Ryan likes to go ahead of me. He's a bit quicker than I am. So he leaves me little piles of things that he's found to catch up, which is always quite fun, actually. And I've just found this right next to it, which is a little Lucas England battery stopper. Look at that. These are great. I really like finding these. I don't know why. I don't know. So what's Ryan got? So there's an old fork, which is always fun. We don't find many of those. A little bit of pipe stem, so that's good. Maybe there'll be a complete pipe somewhere. They're always quite fun to find, aren't they? Nice bit of bowl, look. Bit of a pattern somewhere there, I think. Oh, look at this. First bit of blue and white for today, so that's nice. Nice bit of blue and white pottery. And this is lovely as well, isn't it? I don't know how old that is. But yeah, it's always quite nice to find. Just see what this is. It's broken glass. So yeah, it's still lots of treasures coming out, which is lovely. The sun is still shining down on me. And look at where we are. I mean, you just can't beat it really, can you? For a Saturday afternoon in Somerset. A lovely way to spend the day. So when we go to the next thing. So here's another little find from Ryan. Now we differ in opinion on this because I think it's just an old sort of electrical something. But Ryan thinks it might be an old ring. Not a particularly valuable metal because look, obviously broken over time, but he thinks that there was something attached here, you know, some sort of costume jewellery or something. Let me know what you think. Look at this looks intriguing, doesn't it? Come with me and see what it is. Oh, would you look at it? Oh, it's absolutely magnificent. It looks like a lady with a hat on, carrying a basket. And she has a boat. Oh, that's just incredible, isn't it? Look at that. Never found anything like that. That's brilliant, isn't it? That's coming home for a good clean up. Is it a boat or is it? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Oh, look at her. I wonder how long she's been bounding around this brook, just waiting to be found. Let's see what's on the bottom. I don't think there's any marks or anything that I can see, but it's worth cleaning up, isn't it, just to check. So yeah, I'm absolutely over the moon with that. I love her. Isn't she just a great find? Look at that. So I'm sure you can spot what I'm looking at down there. It's definitely something glass, isn't there? Let's go and see what it is. Got my suspicions, but we won't know until we get it out. Okay, here we go. I've got it loose. It was quite hard work, but it is in fact, look, today's paste jar. You wouldn't believe it, would you, how many of these are knocking around? And this one's definitely been there a while, so there we go. So here's something a bit different. This is not the kind of thing that we find all the time. Look at this. It's an old Co-op garden peas tin. which I'm not sure why it's so interesting, except that it's obviously old, because it's still measured in 10.5-ounce tins, look. So that's pretty cute, isn't it? It's kind of a relic of its own kind, isn't it? You can still see the picture of the piece there, and I kind of like it, you know. I do love old packaging, so it's nice to see that. Shame there's not, you know, more of it, but these things don't last, do they? So look at this. Ryan's found this. It's a lovely old handle. The handles always survive. Still got that little decorative bit here, look, and a lovely pattern underneath. Look at that colour. I might take it and clean it up, you know. Why not? Isn't that magnificent? That's not our ladder, by the way. Definitely not adventurous enough to come down that way. Maybe I just thought you'd like to hear the church bells. Isn't it magnificent? Let's have a little look around here then. See what we can find. It's really rocky, the bottom, as you can see, so you've got to look closely because it's not always easy to spot stuff. It's not super clear either, so apologies if you can't see much at all. Totally thought that was a bottle, but it's not. Here's something there. Wow, what is that? Some sort of... It almost looks like a buckle, doesn't it? But I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know if you can identify that for us. How odd. It's always nice to find little metal things though. I think they're really interesting. So I'll always pick them up and have a look at them. It's really odd here because as you walk around, probably if you can see the bottom, sorry, I think there's absolutely nothing there, and we did think that initially, but every so often there's just something. So it's not larking in abundance today. It's not all just there laid out waiting to be found, but that kind of makes it a bit more fun, don't you think? We've actually got to go and hunt for it. So I'm just doing a backwards and forwards sort of. Let's go and have a look. An interesting shape. What is that, I wonder? It's huge, isn't it? Some sort of grate, isn't it? Metal, it's really heavy, and it's got some sort of design on it, look. Sort of grate or something, isn't it, I think? There's another little metal thing. Rock. these two things down. I do often end up carrying things around as I go, which is quite inconvenient. But... oh look, it's got a little number on it, 120, 14. Probably not old, is it? What do you think? A funny little thing to find, doesn't it? I don't know if it's just me. I mean, it probably is, because I do have some weird likes and dislikes, but I really like to find things with letters and numbers on. Let's go in this bit. Let's find this big thorn. I do like a murky bit. We'll just have a little scout along the edges, look, see if there's anything interesting coming out. You never know when you might happen across stuff hanging out of banks. Look, there is bits of glass coming out, and up there as well. So maybe it's worth a little scooch along the edges and just see if there is a bit of a dump here. I'll get Ryan to have a little dig and then we'll let you know. See you soon. So Ryan's having a look in the bank at the moment, and he's just pulled out this lovely piece of pottery, and would you just look at the gorgeous colours on that. I don't think I've ever seen one that's quite so multicoloured and vibrant as that, with all the different, you know, the purple and the greens. It's lovely, isn't it? And I've just had an interesting find. I just saw this poking out of the edge of a rock, and I've pulled it out, and it's, well, it's this. Quite what it is, I don't know. It looks like it could be like a, it does look the shape of a stirrup, but it's too small surely. So... some sort of shackle of some kind, maybe. We wonder if it could be anything to do with the old church that you just saw right behind us. And Ryan also found this, which is looks like a really old chisel. Look at that. So again, we're hoping that these are sort of relics from the old church, which has been around a while. Look at it. So it's really interesting, isn't it? Some really interesting stuff today, which is nice. It's always nice to find some different stuff. But yeah, let me know what you think. I'm really intrigued by this. It's definitely got some sort of chain link there, hasn't it? Oh. Hi again. So let me just catch you up on a few things that actually Ryan has found most of these, I think. So he's found me some lovely pieces of pottery. Look, nice blue and white. Look at the colours, patterns. It's got a nice bit of old crazing on it. Lovely colour under there, so that can't wait to clean that up. This is the top of a bottle, and normally, I mean, we'll sometimes show you broken things, but not always. But this is just different. I don't think we found a bottle with this before. So it's intriguing enough that we thought we'd just show you. And we wish we'd found more of it, of course. But there you go. Another piece of metal here. Look at that. I wonder what that was. I wonder how old it is. It's always really interesting, especially when you're in, so we're in a really, really old village in Somerset. It's got tons of history. We're next to the really old lovely church that you've seen, and you just can't help but wonder like where these things came from and what sort of stories they could tell if they could. And then there's these two things at the back, look. So we found one of these and we're like, what is it? And then there's another one which is almost the same. So they are metal, they're really heavy, and they've definitely got a shape and a, you know, look, they've got bits of design on, so they definitely had a purpose. Covered in creepies. They are very heavy actually. Look, so I wonder if you could help us. They're almost sort of yoke shaped, but surely you didn't get them made out of cast iron. So yeah, let me know what you think. Lots of mystery items today, so I'm sorry I'm asking lots of you today to help us identify and age things, but I know you guys love to help and I absolutely love to learn from you, so thanks for that. So yeah, so far we've had a pretty great haul. We're going to start heading back to where we started, but we haven't finished Larking. We'll lark on the way, and then we might head down a bit further the other way and see what else we can find. So Ryan's found another big metal find. Look at this. And actually I think it's an old bedpost. Look, it's got to be, hasn't it? So yeah, I wonder how that's ended up here and how long it's been knocking around. So that's where we've just come from. Look at that great big log following us down. And we're heading back against, with the flow of the water. So it'll be a bit hard to film as I go. But it's just absolutely magnificent here. The sun's just starting to go down, look. Lovely evening, really peaceful, and lots of interesting stuff to find as well. So, and we hope to find plenty more. See you in a sec. Hey look, here's another interesting thing that Ryan's just picked up. Isn't it great? It's got to be a drawer sort of handle, hasn't it? One that you'd have to sort of lift and turn to open, do you think? But it's brilliant, isn't it? Hasn't that just got a great look? It's incredible to me still after, you know, I've been doing this hobby a little while now, but it's just incredible to me that this stuff still exists and it's still bobbing around the rivers, and it was in someone's home once, you know? I love it. So I've just found a nice bit of blue and white pottery here on this little edge bit. Find lots of dog toys that have been lost from the rainers, and look what I've spotted in there. A lovely piece of pottery that is a little bit trapped. I'm going to try and get it out, you know, because I really want it. So let me dig a minute and I'll bring you back. So I managed to get it out, and it's just the edge of some sort of pot, look. But it's beautiful. That is like a sort of little oak leaf with some acorns, doesn't it, going around the outside. A beautiful colour with that white rim. So yeah, I'm super pleased with that, you know. Look at this, broken cod. Would have had the marble in it. And it's actually, I don't know if you can read that there, it says Champagne Ginger Ale, which came from somewhere in Bristol. And I think it says trademark Bristol. Boyce and Sons, I think that is H. Boyce and Sons. And we actually do have a Champagne Ginger Ale bottle already. It's one of our oldest finds. We found last year sometime, I think. Hopefully you've all seen the video. So it's kind of a real shame that we couldn't get this and add to it. But just too far gone, isn't it? Which is a shame. Just look at this, the sun's starting to go down now. Turning into evening here. Still pretty hot actually. So hopefully we're going to have a good warm summer. And it's just magnificent, isn't it? The sound of the water, this lovely bridge here, look. I mean, you just can't beat it really. So, look at you, look at you. Oh look, it's a plate. I don't think it's that old actually. It looks like it might be a eternal bow, which was like a design you could get whole tea sets of back in, or probably 80s, 90s I'd say. Oh, there's a carrot. Quite an unusual thing for us to find, can I lie? Okay. Into the shadows under the bridge now. Look, there's signs of broken bottles there, look. So it's all good signs that there are things around. More to be found. Yeah, look, lots of broken bits and bobs here. It must have come from somewhere. Very modern. So, oh, this looks like it might not be broken. Yeah, look at that. It's a lucky find, wasn't it? What are you? Hammonds. Chop, that says. I hope that makes sense in a minute. Sauce. Chop sauce. I mean, is that a thing? It must be. Oh, that's pretty neat, isn't it? I was so glad I just spotted that and pulled that out. Look, there's its little hole, look. That's cool. So yeah, definitely have to look close along here. I'm going to go and see what else I can find. Look at this. This bridge has been here a really long time, but in 1972, someone obviously saw fit to write their initials or something. SCC. EGT 1972. Here's one of Ryan's little collections, look. He's found a few nice bits of pottery. Lovely colours. This looks like two pieces of the same jug, look. Oh, that's magnificent, isn't it? It's definitely going to come home, I think. Right, I have had a change of camera because mine has given up with the ghost, so I apologise if it looks or feels different, but it is. Hopefully my camera will be back on track. That's modern, isn't it? What are you? That's another one. I just found one of these earlier, didn't I? Pretty sweet these, aren't they? I'm just having a careful look at this bank as I go because there's so much broken stuff. You just don't know. It's got to come from somewhere, so keep my eyes on the bank and see if there's anything in there. Yeah, look. There are bits and bobs hanging out the bank. There's a stinging nettle. Top of an old stoneware flagon, look. That's on one of my most wanted lists. So to find a complete one, we found bits, big bits, small bits. Never found a complete one. There's another handle, look. That's a pretty neat one as well, isn't it? A nice little pattern underneath. Just a plain bit of pottery there. I like looking through these shallow bits. Just wait a sec. Looked like it might have been something interesting, but not really. That's strange. What did that used to belong to, I wonder? There's another Lucas England stopper, screw stopper. I like those. That's a slightly different shape, so I could surmise it probably used to go in a different type of battery, but I have to confess that I don't actually know that for sure. Oh look, massive shell. There are lots of shells in this water actually, because of course when you see them you have to, they look like they're going to be something fantastic, so you've got to find them. So I pick up quite a lot of them, as you can imagine. A bit of garden hose there, look. So we're back under the road bridge now where we started, but didn't properly look because we sort of raced off quite quickly, so we'll have another look here before we head off. Let's say that's a complete plate. It is. Oh, but look, it's from John Lewis, so it's you know, and it's pretty plain, isn't it? I don't want to say it's boring, but There we go. Okay, I'm going to have a little scooch around. Oh, I can see something over here. Let me take you to this. This looks exciting, doesn't it? Is it possibly... Oh, you would never believe that, would you? How is that possible? That is from M&S, right next to the John Lewis one. Well, you'd almost think it was a trick, wouldn't you? That someone had laid them there ready for me to find them in excitement, which I did, and was slightly disappointed. But there we go. So let me leave you there for a second. I'm going to have a mooch around under this bridge and I'll let you know what I find. Look at this. I don't know whether I find this slightly menacing that this is here under the water, or a bit Little Mermaid, you know. There you go. You literally never know what you're going to find. So I've got 2 more bottles that I found under this bridge to show you. Look, this is a nice little thing. It's blank, but it's a lovely little shape. It's got that sort of curved shape and the nice old top, so it would have had a stopper. And then this is a lovely milk. Look, it's got that nice, I think that's the Safety First logo. And then on the back it says pasteurised milk. I have actually got a set of 6 milk bottles, this sort of shape, at home that I've had for a while as an ornament, and one of them, the top is broken, so I'm kind of hoping this is the same shape so that I can replace it. But either way, I'm really pleased with those. And they're nice finds. So it's quite murky under the bridge behind me, but there is some interesting stuff. I've just brought you back out to the daylight to show you this find Ryan's just dug up, and it's a really old Fanta bottle. Look at that, and it's got the registered trademark. Still got a lid on it, but not much of it, just, you know, around the outside. That's great. And you know, this isn't the oldest stuff. It's weird because the stuff under this bridge is a mix of, like, obviously modern junk and also some slightly newer stuff like this, and it feels like it's a different age from where we just came from up there, which is interesting in itself, isn't it? But I really like this. I love stuff still with the old advertising on it. So yeah, super pleased with that. We've got some old Tizer bottles, probably about the same age, and an old Lucasade, so that's going to go in our little collection. Look at this. I do love to find number plates. Wonder what that's come off of. H152CLC it looks like. Or GLC it might be. That's cute, isn't it? I'm just going to put that down and have a look. Oh, it's just a shell. These shells are really, they are quite deceiving. But you think you found something wonderful. Head down a little bit further, just in case. Just looking in these banks, look, just in case there's anything hanging out, but I don't think there is. No obvious signs of anything. Shows this is a dump site. Oh, battery. I will take that out because I hate finding batteries in the water. Look, these are so sweet, aren't they? Just to find little handles like that. back to the bridge. One last scout around then, and let you know what there is here, and then we'll probably head home from here. You can see the fish. Yeah, let's have it. It looks like Ryan's got a few finds actually, so let's have a quick catch up from him. Look at this. It looks great with the water over it, doesn't it? It's actually half an egg cup. Look at that. I wonder if it goes with the John Lewis and Marks and Spencer set. Okay, so final roundup of some last finds. Ryan's found this nice teapot spout, look. That's cute, isn't it? Just got a great shape. It's a lovely little bottle. We found one like this before actually, so that makes a matching pair. It's nice. Lovely piece of pottery with that lovely sort of, it's almost a turquoisey colour. So that's nice. A spent shotgun cartridge. And another one of these bottles which are just lovely. Blank. But they've got a nice shape, haven't they? Okay, so we're just heading off now. Back to the exit. On our way out. Obviously if we do find anything on the way we'll pick it up, because why wouldn't we? But that is probably the end of the video, so let me just thank you all for all of your support. Your orders on Etsy, they're all on the way, so I hope you're enjoying your new treasures. There's still more for sale, so if you're interested in having one of my finds, please do go and check out the shop. I'll put the link in the comments. We're a bit later today than we normally are on a larking adventure, so I probably won't do a roundup at home, because I probably won't do any cleaning today. So I'll take some photos and put them on my Facebook or Instagram over the next few days of my favourite things. I really hope that you've enjoyed this adventure. It's been a really interesting one, lots of different stuff. A few bottles, of course, always nice to find, and just a few bits and bobs. I really like the lady with her little boat. And it's just been a really pleasant day out in the sunshine. So I hope you've all had a lovely weekend. If you haven't already, please do like this video and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you know when we've got new videos. And we'll see you all next time. Thanks guys, bye! So we just had another lovely little find on the way out. So I've brought you back to just show you this. Which we've just spotted under the water, and look at it, it's absolutely, I think, one of my favourite finds ever, you know, because it's not very often that we find things like this here in the southwest. We do have some great mudlarking finds, but it's slightly different from the Thames because it's in the water. Obviously it's not kind of washed up every day from a tidal river. And look at this, you can see where it would have been an old pin badge. And I just absolutely adore it. Isn't it just magnificent? So this is definitely my star find. And let me know what yours is.